Hi everyone, Ryan with the Smart Live Streamer with a quick tip. At the time of this recording, vMix 23.49 was just released. I know that I woke up this morning to see the exciting news and learn about the new features. A lot of those features centered around vMix Call. And at the time of this recording, we're dealing with COVID-19. Organizations need the ability to be able to remote in and broadcast that live. Now, while people are using Zoom and Skype and some of the other things, vMix allows us to produce a very professional webcast and live stream. And so some of the things that we've been asking for and that you have been asking for has been the ability to disconnect a call. The other thing is to create a point-to-point network, bypassing the traditional vMix call server that was kind of like that middle person. It was the handoff or the handshake. Now, that works really well, and you need that when you're being blocked by ports or firewalls in some of the corporate networks. But where you can connect peer-to-peer or point-to-point, it does provide for a higher quality stream as well as a lower latency. Now, what I've seen online is people saying, well, I've got a lot of presets to rebuild. I know that we use about 10 to 12 different presets. We're using the Stream Deck devices. We have one here in the podcast studio that's a 15 key. And then in our production studio, we have an XL. Well, that would be a lot of shortcut changes and things of that nature. So I'd like to walk you through how you could swap those out to the peer-to-peer or vice versa if you're troubleshooting. So let's take a look at my screen, and you should be able to see our output. Let's bring our desktop capture in full. We've sharpened that so you can see that. So of the 23 different inputs, we have one that we have set up for this show, and that is this vMix call. Now, if you right-click on this, you'll see one of the new features, and that is this disconnect feature that I've highlighted here. Now, of course, I could always open up my call manager and take a look at the things as far as the calls and the password. Now, we'll reset this this call and the password so that nobody else gets back into this. But what do I do if I want to make this input right here a peer-to-peer network? Well, I can click the sections cog and I can go to general. And then over here, I can click change. Now, this allows me to go ahead and then check this box. This is what's new right here, this little checkbox that I've checked on and off. And so now I'm going to select that it's a peer-to-peer network. I'll go ahead and I'll click OK. It will reload, but everything stays the same. And so if I was simulating this to be a guest and I brought the guest live, all of my shortcuts still work. Now, you're not seeing anything. You're going to see the preset that I've set up here that's showing the title. That title will automatically disappear after 6 seconds. But as you're looking at my screen, everything remained the same. So if we scroll back up here and I click the cog icon and I hit change again, you can see that this checkbox is checked. So I can uncheck that if for some reason the call didn't go through and now we need to re-troubleshoot stuff, and we do need to use that middle point. So let's bring this back out here. Again, I'm just using various presets that off of this Stream Deck to show you this, but so a lot of features, super thankful for vMix. Recently in the 4K edition, they updated from 2 to 4 callers. We found out that we needed to have 8 from local governments. So we took the plunge and upgraded to the Pro edition of vMix. Super thankful that we did. We're now able to bring in 8 callers through vMix Call for our local school board. We're using a Rodecaster Pro that isn't on screen right now, but we're able to then mix minus several other traditional phone calls. So we have a board member who we dial out to his home. It automatically mix minuses that. And then we're able to dial out to other people. And again, it mix minuses that. So in conjunction with vMix Call, we're now increasing our capabilities. So again, this is vMix 23.49 update showing you very quickly how you can enable the peer-to-peer network without messing with any of your shortcuts and activators. I want to thank you for joining us. The Smart Live Streamer. It's a new podcast that's recently come out. We've recorded an episode with Eamon Drew, and coming up next week, we're going to have Cliff Sobel on, and he's going to be talking about Streamcast Network, what he's doing in New York and how he's building a brand around that. Now, that podcast is available on iTunes, on Google Podcasting, and of course on Spotify. We have YouTube channels that are spun up right now. We also have a Facebook page. Be sure to check us out. I want to thank you for joining us, and stay streaming.